100% hip-hop and R&B. This is Westside. Let's go.
Yes, people, you're locked onto the Hip Hop Back in the Day show with your boy DJ Echo. We got the man Essa live in the building, aka Yungun. Interview coming up, yeah.
Westside.
I've got an idea. Let's go outside.
Right, we have Mr. Essa in the building, standing right next to me right now, yeah?
Yes, 1 2 1 2. Is my mic on? Yeah, here I am. What's going on, man? You right?
Wicked, man. Nice one for coming down and representing on the show, man.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
You've been in the game for a long time now, innit? So just introduce yourself a little bit to the people.
Okay, well, my name is Essa. I'm an MC from northwest London. I emphasize the west because this is Westside Radio. I previously used to go by a different name. Used to be known as Yungun for many years. And came up in the kind of mid-2000s alongside people like Brain Tax and Task Force and Skinny Man, Rodney P, all those kind of people, that kind of era. And I'm still doing it now, but under a different name. I do it now under the name Essa, and I'm an MC, and that's me.
Cool. Right, well, we're going to drop into the first track of yours, and then we're going to come back on the other side, ask you some questions, and just get into the music, really.
Cool.
Big up Mr. Essa, he's in the building representing the Hip Hop Back in the Day show, yeah. Wicked. It's Westside, 89.6 FM.
Got a great idea, girl.
What's that?
Come close. I whisper it in your ear. So, down like whoa. They call me Essa. Down like so. Lewis Parker, down like whoa. Dusty vinyl, yo, down like so. I walk the street with a pop collar. Talk is cheap, but I'm top dollar. The game just got hotter, got it locked up proper. Too damn smooth girls taking their clothes off like Moulin Rouge, saying who's that dude? Call me Essa. Now we could sit here all night and talk forever, but the plan that I thought of's better. Get your things together, it's hot weather. You don't need that sweater. It's like British summertime, only lasts 2 weeks. But I've got the fresh shades and the brand new sneaks. And there's convertible Jeeps and birds in the streets with short skirts and high heels, must be hurting their feet. But they're tired of staying decent. It's the height of the mating season, and that's why I just came to reach them and not speech them, freak them, teach them how they call me Big White, and there's a damn good reason. Excuse me, miss, for being crude as this, but there's something I've got to make clear. I don't have much time to be messing around, so can we get off the ground from right here? There ain't much to say, but there's lots to do. Just a few quick words in your ear, because your attitude, love it. Your whole style, love it. I got an idea, why don't we make something of it? I make the ladies say and fellas say, oh. Everyone shout when the Essa say so. Nope, wait. Alright, Essa say so. So hot we burn like pepper spray, bro. I never take no for a simple answer, like hit the strip club, run home with a dancer. I'm a chancer, been known to push my luck like Jeff Capes pushed the truck. Hands, push them up, drink, lift them up, skirt, lift them up, and let's get ready to tear this one up like perforation. Cause we're bubbling, percolating, getting hot from the perspiration. Miss, the way you make your ass work's amazing. You can fry eggs on it, even burn your bacon. It's scorching, sorry for talking all this foolishness, but all I wanna say to you is this. Excuse me, miss, for being crude as this, but there's something I've got to make clear. I don't have much time to be messing around, so can we get off the ground from right here? There ain't much to say, but there's lots to do. Just a few quick words in your ear.
Cause your unique style, your sexy smile, got an idea, why don't we
make something of it?
Come on girl, I wanna go outside, watch the tide, see the sunrise, and look in those eyes of wonder and passion, filling me with the sense the impossible can happen. And damn, I like to find fashion.
Track in the background, track entitled The Big Idea.
I wanna cut to the chase and get to the knocking.
Lewis Parker
cause I got
on production.
Plus I don't meet girls like you often.
Mr. Essa Essa, spitting those lyrics.
Excuse me, miss, for being crude as this, but there's
AKA Young Gun, yeah.
clear. I don't have much time.
We're gonna touch on the name change
Get off the
as well, yeah.
right here. There ain't much to
So keep it locked, it's Westside. We got
just a few quick words.
Mr. Essa in the building. Live interview representing UK hip hop on the Hip Hop Back in the Day show.
Excuse me, miss, for being crude as this, but there's something I've got to make clear. I don't have much time to be messing around, so can we get off the ground from right here? There ain't much to say, but there's lots to do. Just a few quick words in your ear.
Cause your profile,
Love it.
your whole style,
Love it.
it's the big idea, so let's
Make something of it.
So there you have it, people. That one was a track entitled The Big Idea, yeah? So Essa, let the people know a little bit about that track and the history of it.
So that track is a collaboration with Lewis Parker, and me and him did an EP together called The Big Idea. And it was crazy for me because Lewis was one of the people whose music I was like buying and into when I was getting into UK hip hop. And I eventually got a chance to meet him, and then we ended up doing a record together, which was incredible for me. So yeah, that's The Big Idea, and it was just fun to make, I remember.
You done a lot of tunes with Lewis, innit?
We did an EP of like three or four tracks on the EP together, and a few other things that never got released, like little freestyles and things. But
Was you on
yeah.
his mixtape as well, I think?
I don't think I was on
Okay.
his record. I don't think I've been on any of his things, but we did a record together, two of us. It was, Young Gun and Lewis Parker. It came out under that name.
Cool. Right, so I just want to ask you, because I ask everyone this, at what age did you start rapping, roughly? I
13.
I saw a little article that you was on Pirates and all that.
Yeah, there was. I mean, that's actually making it sound more grand than it was. So it's true. Basically, me and my friends used to have a pirate radio transmitter at one of our houses, and we would have house parties, stick on the transmitter, and then just have fun and do freestyles and all of that. And then when we had to go out for a break, we just put on a Funkmaster Flex mixtape, come back half an hour later.
Why not, man? Why not? So you were still dropping hip hop back then, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
From day one for me, really. Ever since I've been into music, I've been into hip hop.
Cool. Well, I think I'm going to drop another one of your tunes now, actually. And then we're going to come back on the other side and we're going to have a little talk, a little bit more. We got Mr. Essa in the building, a.k.a. Young Gun. Yeah, we're going to get through some tracks tonight, man. Trust. Big up all the listeners, all those locked in. Tweet us at This Is Westside. If you've got any questions you might want to ask Mr. Essa, now's your chance, yeah. Hit us up. It's DJ Echo in the hot seat, man. Drez, why you laughing, bruvs? Big up Drez in the background. Big up the Shanti. She's filming me, mate. She's putting me off, man. That's why, mate.
If your head's in the clouds, even if you're searching for angels, you best look around, because tripping on the curb can be painful. And if you get left on the ground, sitting in the dirt will degrade you. A lot of people resent looking down, so they're indifferent, they turn not to face you. I'm figuring the words to explain to myself how this is what the world really came to. And I think I'm on the verge of a breakthrough or a meltdown. Can't certainly say who knows where I'm headed. I don't even recall where I've been. Lucky I record everything, absorb everything, pick mics up, pause and breathe in, then spill my guts. And I don't know why I do, ignore the reason, I just feel I must. People ask what inspires me, real life does. Cliche, but it's still right. Trust, just let the metronome sweep. Any old beat, watch Essa go deep. Keep it in the red, hope the level don't peak. Nightmare on Elm Street, better don't sleep. The sound of the harp, sweet. Temper that with the pound of a hard beat, and my heart leaps all the way up to sharp peaks. No pierced tongue, but I do emit scarred speech. Preach. Maybe I'm a chronic, melancholoholic, never gonna stop it. Maybe there's no use begging for the tonic, but as soon as it controls you, then you gotta drop it. Graduated from the old school, yes it was with honors.
Track in the background, track entitled The Breakthrough.
Never was it promised, and if it's not the whole truth, then it's
Troubadour, yeah. And I love this one, man.
Say goodbye to what was holding me back before.
We're gonna ask you some questions after about this one, about the production.
Your reactor core, saying that doesn't seem that mature, but I mean that for sure. I'm amped, ample, because all the darkness in the world couldn't block out the light of just one small candle. So burn as bright as you can do. Dwell on that for a minute.
Right, people, so there we have it. That tune was a track entitled Breakthrough by Troubadour, yeah? And Essa said to me, I'm surprised you managed to get that one, actually. Why is that, mate?
Well, it's a new one. It's like a feature that I did. So Troubadour are a Welsh kind of, I guess, folk / electronic music act. And they reached out to me and said they wanted to get me to do a track with them. So that's not one I expected you to pick out, especially with the theme of this show.
Right.
This isn't a back in the day tune. This tune came out 2014.
We still represent a little bit of, because you're a back in the day artist.
Then it counts.
We don't mind playing your new stuff, you know.
That counts. Yeah, then that's all good.
That's how I see it.
No, I'm impressed. I'm impressed you managed to pick that one up.
But to be honest, I wasn't even really looking at the ages. I was just going through the music, and if I liked it, then I just thought I'm gonna play it. You know what I mean?
That's the way music should be.
Yeah,
that's
man.
the way it should be.
I think it's got a little old school. I think you keep your flow old school, so
it's because of the era I came up through, and the way I rap, it just has that kind of that style to it. Although, you know, I try and do some of the quicker stuff and the double time stuff and change it up and keep up to date with it, but you know, that's me. It's always still me.
Okay, wicked, man. Right, so I just want to ask you a little bit about your debut album, The Essence.
Yeah.
How did that project come about? And
well, it was like never originally intended to be an album project that I was working on. At that time, I was just trying to get known as any way I could. So I was jumping on all different people's records, featuring on things, putting out singles. And I decided that after a little while, I had so much stuff just in different places. I wanted to gather it together and have like a consistent project, as like, you know, have a CD out. Up until then, I'd only ever had like vinyl out. I've been on B-sides of people's singles and stuff. So I had a deal with a label, and we put a CD together, and that was The Essence. It wasn't really created as an album, but we just put it together. And it kind of, and we deliberately made it have the feel of an album, because we kind of got, you know, production from Mr. Thing for like skits in between the tunes to kind of gel it together.
I remember that actually.
Yeah, so it flows like an album, and it flows like it was made all in one go, but it wasn't. It's actually a lot of different stuff put together.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted, you touched on Mr. Thing, so just... Is he your in-house producer?
He's my friend, man. He's like I tell you what he is. He's my DJ.
Okay, yeah, wicked,
and he's the godfather of my son.
You should have brought him with you, man.
I should.
You should have, you know.
He's probably busy digging for records.
All right.
Me and him did an album together in 2006 called Grown Man Business, and we had been working together for a while before that. He was on my first album, and even before that, we were just working together. Him DJing and bringing me to his shows, and I could just be the MC when he was doing a DJ set.
I remember he was big, man.
Yeah, still is, man.
Still doing his thing. Good,
he's
man.
Playing several times a week, all over the place.
Wicked, man.
He's got a real following, you know. Like,
cool.
In fact, he just released a really good record with him, Eric Lau, Kid Knievel, and Tall Black Guy. They did a record store day special when they go and and dig for records. It's called Thing Leaves the House.
Okay.
Look for it.
Is he a bit of a recluse, is he?
He's less of a recluse now, but he is the champion beat digger. He finds the records. Any break, any.
He's an old school vinyl man, yeah.
All the way.
So he's not into all this Serato and.
He is.
Yeah?
He uses that.
Okay,
he uses that.
cool,
but
cool.
every single thing you hear him play on Serato, he's got the actual vinyl,
okay.
probably 2 or 3 copies,
Cool.
sealed up on his shelf.
Cool. No, we like to hear that, man. We're keeping it old school.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to drop into another one of your tracks, and this one is going to be called. Is it Nico Suave?
Yeah, or
That's
you could
the
call
one.
it Nico Suave.
Right, so the next track we're going to play is Nico Suave, yeah. Mr. Yungun in the building. I don't think I can do that, Drez, mate.
There we go.
Right, this one. Nico Suave. Love this one, man. We're back on the other side after this one, asking some more questions. We got Mr. Essa in the building, aka Yungun. Come down, represent UK hip hop to the fullest, man. Big old the crew's got it locked on.
Step into the place like, hey, where the party at? Gnarly cat, I pump tequila through my cardiac. I got some whiskey in my party pack. Where the glass is at? Matter of fact, I'm feeling frisky where the arse is at. I'm feeling missed because the arse is fat. You think she likes it from the back? Can I ask her that? Hell no. Better not, man. Essa's not that slick. Getting off that quick to rabbit out a hat trick. Magic. And I can't perform miracles. She ain't Baby McGee. And I ain't no Paul Daniels. Let's bubble and bounce to the funkiest sound so we can monkey around. Just like apes for all animals. King of the swingers, jungle VIP, me, YG, searching for the PYT, so I can wind her, grind her, get right behind her and bounce like a tiger. It's time to pounce. They call me Nico. Eso que rico. But I'm not the Chico Latino. Divorcie's too pricey, pass the vino and let's get lively, my people. Let me see your hands in the air. Throw 'em up now. Let me see your hands in the air. I wanna see them. Come on, let me see your hands in the air. A little higher now. Cool me, Yungun, Essa, the caramel fella. Light skin brother, call me Cafe con crema. Real sharp shooter, not a scatterbomb vagabond brother. This is carry on, champion lover. Better fit blonde chick, but a one-hit wonder. Tick one, tick, made my long is longer. Lusty, busty, shameless flirt. They called her Dusty, must be cause her name was Dirt. So bye-bye. I met this girl by the name of Corey. She said I made her horny. I said then let me see you shake it for me. She said she's tired of these fellas with the same old story. She said the lines that they were telling her were lame and corny. I said relax, Corey, cause matter of fact, Corey, I guarantee you I'll be more than satisfactory. I got her dancing for me. She said she can't ignore me. That's only half the story, cause surely you know they call me Nico. Nico, que rico. But I'm not your Chico Latino. Divorcie's too pricey, pass the vino and let's get lively, my people. Let me see your hands in the air. Right, wave 'em, black, white, Asian. Act like 8 men and 8 women. This is your chance to link and dance and drink all night till your armpits stink. Cause we're bringing some heart to this uptight business. We'll rip it apart and sew it up like stitches. This is the sound of the most fantastic, so damn classic. Whoa, that's that kid Nico. Nico, que rico. But I'm not your Chico Latino. Divorcie's too pricey, pass the vino and let's get lively, my people.
Shouts to the old school hip hop, yeah. Always retweeting us, wicked, man. Nice one.
I wanna see Come on, let me see your hands in the air.
We got Mr. Essa in the building live, aka Yungun, yeah. And that one was called. I'm always gonna say Rico Suave for some reason.
Nico.
Nico.
Suave. Because my name is Nick. That's my real name.
Okay.
So Nico Suave.
Cool, man. Cool. So you worked with Evil Ed on that one, yeah?
Yeah.
How was that?
That was fantastic. I mean, that's one of my favorite tunes that I've done, really, and it has like a kind of fun feel to it that kind of reflects the influences I had. Like when I was getting into hip hop, the stuff I wanted to be like that inspired me was things like Beat Nuts, Alcoholics, like not too like dark or nasty, but just funny and uplifting and entertaining. And that was the kind of stuff I used to kind of really get into, and that's my take on that kind of thing, you know what I mean?
So that explains why you got quite a smooth kind of flow then.
Yeah, I mean the MCs that I looked up to, you know, I love the classics, Biggie, Nas, Wu-Tang, all that, but people like Guru, CL Smooth, you know, their delivery with the laid back delivery, it's the kind of thing that I do, and the voice I have suits that, and the stuff I talk about, it's like I'm not the Onyx Busta Rhymes kind of MC. I'm more the CL Smooth.
I noticed you don't swear much on your tracks either.
No, I kind of deliberately. This was really just to save space on records. Like I didn't want to have A side radio version, TV track. I was like, every little tiny bit on that vinyl's precious. So let me get another tune in there instead.
I was glad because when I had to edit them, I was like, oh, wicked, man. Essa doesn't swear a lot.
Yeah, makes your life easier,
It
right?
does, mate,
That's
it
the
does.
other thing, you know?
Cool, man, cool. Right, so you touched on it a little bit. So who did you get your inspiration from, like, growing up?
So the kind of party, you know, I told you about the hanging out with my friends doing the pirate radio thing and just having a laugh together. That was when we were listening to Native Tongues, De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, and Beat Nuts, Alcoholics, that kind of stuff, which is kind of, it's got a fun feel to it, you know, an uplifting feel. Without being too dark. At the same time, I was listening to Snoop and Dre and all the gangster stuff from the West Coast and all the hard-edged kind of East Coast stuff, you know, Gangstar, all of that, you know, Mobb Deep.
So if you're looking for a beat, you wouldn't see, like, the beat in the background, is that a little bit grimy, a little bit too hard for you, or not necessarily?
It's not too loud in my cans. I can't hear it that well, but it sounds
you go for the
grimy.
smoother beat, yeah?
Yeah, I always do. I mean, not always. I try and vary it up so you don't just hear the same thing from me over and over again. But like, I don't suit the really dark, nasty stuff.
Fair
it just
enough.
doesn't. You know, you have to know where you fit in, and you know, my lane, I can do my thing, and I'd rather hear, you know, someone else on this. I'd rather hear Skepta on this.
Right, okay,
you know?
Cool. Right, we're going to move into another one of your tracks, a track you done with Jest, track entitled Spend It On, yeah? Mm-hmm. What is that off of your album?
No, that's off a Louis Slippers mixtape, the £10 bag.
We're going way back, man.
That's right.
Did he have a £20 bag as well?
I think he sold some of them for £20, but that one was it's inspired by the theme of the CD. £10 bag is what it was called, and I was thinking, well, what can you do with £10 in this world? And that's what the tune's all about.
Wicked, man. It's only 2 minutes long, so we're going to be back rather soonish, yeah?
Yeah, there's not much you can do with £10, that's why.
Right, so we're going to drop a track called Spend It On, track by Jest, featuring Mr. Yungun, yeah? And quick question, does Jest rap as well?
Yeah, Jest. So this is actually Louis Slippers' track.
That's it. Louis the producer,
and it features me and Jest. We're both guests on it.
Does Louis rap?
No, Louis Slippers doesn't rap.
He's just a producer, innit?
Producer, bass player, you know, DJ. Yeah. Wicked.
So we're back after this one. Essa, aka Yungun, in the building, representing hip hop back in the day show.
Louis Slippers, the High Plains drifter, £10 bag. We got the product locked up. £10 bag. Part 2. Yeah. I'm a black hole traveller, heavyweight challenger. Babylon 5, I'm a starship passenger, starship trooper. Beat loop autopsy, my style's wild like live at the Roxy. Ladies look foxy, fellas like wolf packs. Act like you're all that, you're not, then you'll fall flat. Brass in my wall bags, lead in my HB. Beans on the case like Dempsey and Makepeace. Blaze trees, keep on nodding to the break beats. Take each day as it comes, come away clean. Leave no fingerprints, destroy the evidence. Covert operative, counter-intelligence, rebel of the elements, forming alliances, champion of nature like Django the scientist. Man's that inspired this, peace to Apollo, Parker to Harker, embark on a journey to the dark side of the moon, and Martians will murder you. Neptune beats got teeny boppers burning too. I think vertical, brain elevation, pass you a paperback and take away your PlayStation.
Yo, you wanna buy a high like this with a tenner? What do you spend it on? On a drink? Well, don't think Dom Perignon. Think super tenants, extra strong, but you wake up in a sink and you stink and your tenner's gone. Spend it on a whole heap of lottery tickets. Pound each doesn't sound steep, and what if you win it? Innit? Nothing on the first pound, a tenner on the 10th. Yes! So where's it got you then? You're back to square one again. Spend it on some good, new, dicky and potish. 1 minute later, you'll be sticking your nose in it. 2 minutes later, you'll be billing and smoking it. 3 minutes later, you show all to show for it. Spend it on running in the club with your fellas. Spend a nugget on the way to warm it up with a Stella. Cause you just wanna find a live bird and ruffle a feather.
Track in the background, track entitled Spend It On. Jess, Lewis Parker, Essa, Yungun.
To hang your jacket up.
And he's in the building right now in the Westside Studios.
You're looking nice.
Live to the world, man. This is Westside.com.
Nah, spend it on something that's not a silly mistake. Think straight, go and buy the Louis Slippers mixtape. Because the first one was heavy, and this is the next batch. So oi, Louis mate, slippers are 10 bag.
Right, so Mr. Jest, Oh, I didn't realise you had your headphones on, mate.
Yeah.
You're on it, man. You're on it, mate. Right, so that one was track called Spend It On, yeah?
Yeah, that's the one.
You and Mr. Jess.
Yeah,
and
Jess,
Lewis.
Louis Slippers. Me, Jess, and Louis Slippers.
All right, I'll stop calling him Lewis then.
Otherwise, you'll get him confused with Lewis Parker.
You're so right, mate. You're so right. So that must have been quite a wicked track to do, man.
Yeah, that was fun. I mean, the mixtapes that Louis did, the £10 bags, they became classics, really. They reached out to everybody in the scene, and it just all happened at a good time. And the beats were all produced, I think, by Louis and his brother and his crew, and there's some very talented musicians. They've all gone on to do a lot of incredible stuff and a lot of live music on there, so it was good. Really strong record.
Cool. Right, what else can I ask you? Let's have a look. Right, what's been your most memorable moment in hip-hop so far?
Wow.
Let's pull one out. Pull one out the back.
I think supporting and then doing a tune with Guru. From Gangstar.
Wicked, man. Wicked.
So he was like I said, someone I really looked up to, the inspiration, and I did a couple of shows supporting him in London, and then afterwards, next time he came back to London, he reached out saying he wanted to do a track, and we did a track, and that was just incredible to me. The guy's a hero to me, and. This was actually a year or two before he passed away.
Cool.
May rest in peace. And it was, something very special to me to connect with someone that I'd looked up to so much. So that's a big highlight for me.
What was that track called?
It's called Just Too Slick. Actually, no, it's just called Too Slick. Too Slick.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And it was on one of his last records.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that one up, man.
Yeah, man.
Because you know what? I noticed you've been representing with a lot of big artists, man.
Yeah. I'm quietly doing big things.
I was happy to see that because a lot of the old UK guys are not really still on it so much. I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
So when I like checked you out and I saw you, and actually. While we're on the subject, a lot of the time I'll hit up a lot of these artists,
yeah,
but they don't get back to us.
Yeah.
And when you got back to me, I was like, oh, wicked, man. That's how I know the ones that get back to us, they're the ones that are keeping it real and really repping UK hip-hop.
Well, the thing that I do can't work without people like you supporting it, and then vice versa, So I do my bit and you guys do yours, so it's only fair, That's the way I always see this whole thing.
Cool, man. Right, I think it's time for the ads now. Drez, is it time for the ads?
Yep.
Okay, mate. We're on it. So we're going to come back on the other side. Some more Yungun, a.k.a. Mr. Essa in the building. I got it the wrong way around. It's Essa, a.k.a. Mr. Yungun. And I'm going to definitely ask you why you changed your name and everything.
No problem.
Because I think most people will remember you as Yungun, innit?
Yeah. Slowly coming around to the name Essa, but I'll explain everything.
Cool. So we're back after the short ad break on the other side. Live interview. Mr. Essa in the building, a.k.a. Yungun. This is Westside.com. DJ Echo in the hot seat, hip hop back in the day show. Who's locked on, man? Show your support, yeah, wicked.
Westside. Yo, drop it now. Big bad Westside.
Sometimes it's like you're asking too much.
What must I do
to make it through? Yo. Tell me what should you do? Tell me what should you be? If you wanted to move to the top of the tree, if you want to achieve, be all you wanted to be. People, you've got to believe, be like it's gonna be me. Because it's true, life is a lottery, see. It could be you, him, her, or possibly me. Are you getting me now? Are you following me? Are you checking me out, or do you not wanna see? They say life is a bitch, and it's true I suppose. I'm just dying to live, and I'm doing my most. Keep my eye on the ball, but as soon as I'm close and I'm trying to score, somebody's moving the posts. Who could imagine it? Tell me who could have known. And if somebody's planning it, tell me who's in control. Ask him, didn't he know that I was giving my whole body and spirit and soul? What must I do to make it through. Tell me. People, open your eyes. Hope you give me your ears. Need to focus your mind. Hope you're listening clear. Cause you know it's the time. It's the critical year. We ain't over the climb, but the pinnacle's near. Well, that's what they say, but maybe in fact it's the same. We've been rapping away, take it to back in the day. That was the way, but what did it actually pay? It wasn't happening then, why should it happen today? My day of reckoning's here, cause I've been repping for years. Through the pain and the love, the blood, the
Track in the background,
all the ups, the downs, all the smiles.
track entitled What Must I Do?
Round, on this merry-go-round.
Young Gun, Mr. Thing.
Who's spinning the carousel? It's the
Nice smooth flavors for ya.
and I'll give you my heart, open and give you my soul. So if
Shouts to all the Instagrammers.
what must I do?
Shouts to man Matt.
Do
Out to Mr. Lorenzo. Easy.
get through.
Out to the Russian crew. Out to the Onyx Massive. Out to the Clash One. Shouts to the Hip Hop Collector. Big up the DJ Cello, yeah.
Make it
Out to the Rob. Out to the Honey Nita. We got Mr. Essa live in the building, aka the Young Gun, yeah. We're gonna do some more Insta shouts soon, don't worry, Driss. Right, so you was just saying to me that one didn't get a lot of support, you were saying.
Well, not that so much. It's just like it's one of those album tracks that people don't pick out. So people don't often play that one on the radio, or people don't talk about that. People ask me about certain of my tunes, but they never normally ask about that one. And secretly, it's one of the ones I'm proud of because it's got an unusual rhythm to it. And it was a challenge for me to write the lyrics to go over that beat. But you don't really even notice that when you listen to it because it just flows. And so, I don't know, it's interesting. It's interesting you played that one.
Okay. It's funny how people don't necessarily like what you like and vice versa, innit?
It's always confused me. I mean, there's some things that are obvious, like the obvious bangers that you know people are gonna get into. But the music I've always loved the most is often slightly more subtle stuff that takes a while to like. Like I remember when I first heard Wu-Tang, I didn't like it that much. I was like, this is really dark and nasty and sparse, and and then I listened to it 3 or 4 more times, and it became like one of my favorite things ever. And so it's like I like music that you have to come back to and peel off the layers and go back deeper into it.
Listen
that's
to
what
it
I like
because a lot of the time I listen to music and you don't necessarily take in what the person's saying.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
But I mean that a lot of stuff you can't catch it first time, and if it's got more meaning, you need to listen carefully to hear what really is in there, and that's the stuff I like the most.
So really, the rapper's been quite clever in he doesn't necessarily want you to just get it straight away.
Right.
He wants you to hear it a few times, and you'd be like, oh yeah, look.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly. Having a concept or having some kind of hidden, separate meaning, that stuff makes it all have more of an appeal to me.
Cool. So right, we're going to touch on your name change now, because I really know you as Young Gun, to be honest, aka Essa.
Yeah.
But now you're called Essa.
Yeah.
Formerly Young Gun.
Yeah. Well, no, just Essa. That's me.
There's no Young Gun no more.
No.
But people have to still call you Young Gun. That's because that's what you're called on.
People know me from back in the day.
Old stuff,
they'll always still call me that. I guess they'll always know me as that. But you said a second ago, I knew you as Young Gun, aka Essa. So there you go. You always knew me as Essa as well.
True.
So it was my nickname. It's what my friends always call me. Because it's kind of a twist of my surname. And that's what my mates would always call me. And it was always the name I had alongside Young Gun. And after a while, and more recently, I felt that the name Young Gun didn't suit me, what I was doing with my music, what I was all about. Because a Young Gun is like an upstart. Somebody that comes into the game and tries to disrupt things and change everything and carve a lane and make a name for themselves. And I feel like I did that.
Because you've been in the game.
I did that
for a
and
while now.
I achieved it, and now I feel like I'm somebody slightly different in this whole thing. And I wanted just to be a bit more myself, so I just took the name that was just me, my nickname that my friends call me, Essa. Simple.
Right, I'm gonna drop into a little bit of a newer track of yours. It's called Panache.
Yes.
First Word Records, yeah?
Yeah. This came out a couple of years ago on an
Wicked.
EP called Time for Something New.
Cool,
Yeah.
because I really like this one. Although it's quite new, I don't mind. I still like it, man.
Good. There's good things that are new too, bro.
You're
In
right,
fact,
man.
I think some of the new stuff I've
It's
done
better.
is better than any of the stuff I've
Wicked.
ever done. Otherwise, I should stop, you know?
I got a load of your stuff I got to listen to and download and do loads of stuff, man.
Nice one,
Right,
man.
so we're going to slip into this track called Panache, yeah? We got Essa, a.k.a. Yungun, live in the building, man.
Yeah. We all hear this here? Yeah, man. For the whole band, everyone ready? Yeah, bro, let's do it. Bring the shakers, bring the shakers in. P-A-N-A-C-H-E. Yeah, I said P-A-N-A-C-H-E. Alright, we're ready now, let's go, for real this time. P-A-N-A-C-H-E. Let me break it down what it means to me. It's not about your car or your jewelry. We don't deal with none of that tomfoolery. Some of them so cold, some of them hot air. Some of them got flow, some of them got flair. But I got something none of them lot share. What you got, what you got, what you got? I got panache, the ill flow with the razzmatazz. Steal the show when I'm grabbing the cash. And crack a smile when the cameras flash. That's that pizzazz, that's that panache. The ill flow with the razzmatazz. Steal the show when I'm grabbing the cash. And crack a smile when the cameras flash. That's that panache. I let you know it from jump. I ain't never been known as a punk. So when it's Essa, then you know I'm a bump. Smash. It kicks off straight from the opening thump. Ish drops like when I go for a dump. Splash. And you know what I want, cash. If the price is right, why this hype? I flow for a month. That's my M.O. Bless shows get dough. My pockets go home with a lump. Mad profit. Cause in this world of bad gossip, where you don't know what to believe, like agnostics, leeches are looking to bleed your fat pockets. I tell them back off, get your thieving hands off it. I'm not having that, like I'm not having some aggy prat with shabby rap. Drag me in a slanging match, I'll kick them all over the place like a hacky sack. Throw it on tape, show it to mates like a happy slap. Like, see how I handle that? Cause I don't battle, that's for kids. Place your bids, we'll go track for track. And once I've trashed your act, you can show me where the cash is at. Like a tourist wearing a fanny pack. You guys too hard, you try too hard, but can you do it like the wise do? Nah. It doesn't matter all the cash you flash, you're all gas and your tracks are gas. While me, I got panache, the ill flow with the razzmatazz. Steal the show when I'm grabbing the cash. And crack a smile when the cameras flash. That's that pizzazz, that's that panache. The ill flow with the razzmatazz. Steal the show when I'm grabbing the cash. And crack a smile when the cameras flash. That's that panache. Hey yo, I like to wine and dine instead of bump and grind. What's that? That's that panache. And I'm polite and kind, but never undermine. What's that? That's that panache. I never clash. I rock pistache with the crepes to match. That's that panache. And I smash, always coming with the bangers like mash. That's that panache. I let you know it from dot, from the tip, you know from the top. Can't touch me when I'm flowing, it's hot. Every word or phrase leaves a burn.
Love this track, man.
Hold them back, I'm rolling them off.
It's new, but it sounds old, man.
Shots.
It's the flows.
For brains, I'm not gonna change the game, I'm close.
This one track entitled Panache, yeah?
Spit big, kids split.
First Word Records. This one's out, man. Go check it, yeah?
I don't need
Mr. Essa.
brag. Problem is though, the truth is so.
You know what? Let's just drop this one down and let's continue a little conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Right, so while the music was playing, we touched on that you're a lawyer.
That's right. Yeah, I'm a lawyer. Yeah. I almost sounded like you said liar. I thought you said liar, and people get the two things confused.
Right, so you said that you're like literally that's what you do.
Yeah,
for a
that's
living.
right. That's what I do for a living. That's my career. So I mean, all these records you're hearing, even the very oldest ones, at the time that I made them, I was studying or working as a lawyer. You know,
Cool.
so I studied law at university for 3 years. I did a year at law school, and then 2 years as a trainee lawyer. And I've been a lawyer for about 7 years since that. So I've been qualified as a lawyer for 7 years, and I work in a law firm in central London.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Quick question: Did you go to Eton?
I did.
Wow.
I did. Yeah.
So Wiki's not lying then.
No, it's true. It's true. I went to Eton. I was
Cool,
there
man.
for 5 years.
What was that
You know,
like?
I mean, it's an amazing school. Incredible facilities, incredible teachers, and all of that. So I got an amazing education from there.
Cool,
you know, strange place in a way. You know, very old school this is an old school radio show, but that's real old school, literally old school.
Just in their values and everything.
Yeah, it's an unusual, it's a very like niche, like cross section of the world. It's a very unusual place, but you know, special.
It's funny you're a lawyer because my daughter wants to be a lawyer.
Okay, all right. Well, I could give her some tips.
Oh, wicked.
Problem. Yeah, anything she needs to know about the
I'll pass your number on to her. Yeah,
do man. Yeah, I can.
Cool, man. Cool.
Share the knowledge. No problem.
Right. Also, I wanted to touch on a little bit about Duper Styles and Harry Love. Yeah.
Yes. Wow, man. That's the original foundation of what I do in music. So Duper Styles is the crew that I was part of. I never wanted to be a solo artist. Always wanted to be in a group. Because like I said, my favorite stuff: De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, Alcoholics, Beatnuts, all groups. And my crew was me, Devise, who's on a lot of my records and still spits. Cool. Guy called Emmy Moon, who stopped rapping, but he makes clothes like this T-shirt I'm wearing right now. He made this. Cool. Pistache. Started a company called Pistache with his brother. And Isaac, who was like our DJ and our kind of fixer.
Do you still see them?
Yeah, they're close friends of mine.
Cool,
they're
man.
like family.
Wicked.
So that was the crew. And then we met Harry Love, and he became like producer for us, and we had actually an EP that we were going to release on Low Life, but never got completed and never came together. But you know, we had a Duper Styles EP.
Low Life was pushing all the hip hop heads, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I remember that.
It was a real kind of hub for the UK hip hop stuff.
Cool.
For a long time. Yeah, man.
Wicked, man. Right, I'm gonna quickly squeeze another one of your tunes in. Cool. This one's gonna be a track called Easy, yeah?
Yes. Yeah, this is off the album The Misadventures of a Middleman, which came out last year.
Wicked. So we're ending a bit with some of your newer stuff, man. Why not? We go from old to new, innit?
That's the way.
So we got Essa in the building, aka Yungun. He's come down, passed through on the Hip Hop Back in the Day show to represent UK hip hop, man. So I got to say a big, massive shout and big thanks to you for coming down, bruv.
Thanks for having me, man. It's my pleasure.
Anytime,
Happy
man.
to be here.
Wicked.
You know, a lot of people ask me, how do I do all the things that I do? How do I combine the stuff that I'm doing and make it look like it's really easy? Well, it's not. Look below the surface, man. You know I take it easy. I'm cool when you see me. Smile all the time, it's borderline cheesy. Laid back and I'm talking quite freely, taking it all in stride neatly. But when I'm recording my CD, I'm trying to make something you can put on every morning like TV. So there's a price to pay, and it doesn't come cheaply. Suffice to say, bruh, believe me. But every first world problem pays off. I'm bringing new meaning to don't quit the day job. I guess Madam Two Sword was right. You press yourself into wax, you're immortalized. Sorta like everything I write is the record of my life. This is me when I turn 33 and a third. I keep it reserved. Still waters are deep, but they shorten with each drop. I pour on a beat. That ain't easy. You don't see what I've been through to make it, bro. Cause I stay controlled and I take it so. If you were in my shoes, then you would know. It's so good though, I wanna make it look so. Because believe me, enough stuff people see as tough. I straight breeze it, bruh. Cause to me it's just nothing but my day to day. I play it cool, that's the way I stay. And I know it's impossible to have everything that you want in life, but sometimes I find it hard to tell the difference between humility and compromise. Some people talk about struggle, but they don't see the hustle I juggle. It's like the league and the cup, cause I'm busting the double in the studio all night so something could bubble. But if I'm sleeping on my job, then I'm up in some trouble, trying to keep it all focused so nothing is muddled. But if you look close, bruv, see the rough of my stubble? I didn't have time to shave, my eyes are glazed. I'm hoping no one notices, I'm kinda dazed, cause I spend all night writing rhymes for days. I line the page and spitting all kinds of raves. And when I'm there, I'll be spied on stage when I act fly, just to hide the ways I'm really mad shy. The disguise is great, it barely even shows. Sometimes it fades, but even so, most people don't know the half of what I'm feeling, bro. It's like air, it's there, but you don't see it though. You don't see what I've been through to make it, bro. Cause I stay controlled and I take it so.
Right, track in the background, track entitled Easy, yeah. What album's that off, mate?
That's off The Misadventures of a Middleman, which came out last year.
Cool, man.
In fact, you did the perfect segue into that tune, because that tune is about the juggling of life as like having a full-time career as a lawyer,
right,
and making music. But you seamlessly got into that
I don't
asking
even know
about the law
that.
stuff before.
Wicked.
Yeah, man.
Right, so have you got any what's your plans for the future?
Well, I just released a new EP. It's called Evade and Seek, the Epilogue.
Cool.
It's kind of like an add-on to that album from last year. So The Misadventures of a Middleman came out last year. That's probably my most complete project, and I think it's the best thing I've done.
Cool.
But this EP adds on to that. It's got some live versions of some of the tracks and some other tunes that were done as part of the same project as the album, but that fit better on this EP.
And where can people get a copy of that?
You can go to essa.hiphop. That's my website. Essa.hiphop.
Cool,
Simple
man,
as that.
cool.
And everything's all on there,
Wicked. Right, and you're going to do a little freestyle for us, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Wicked.
Let's get into it. Let's do it.
You're ready to drop now, yeah?
Well, whenever you're ready, I'm ready, man.
You don't mess around, man.
Nah.
You're on point. I like that. Right. Give me 1 second to get the tune ready, yeah?
Okay, fair enough.
Wicked.
Yeah. Can you turn the beat up in my headphones a little, please? This is Westside. My name is Essa. About to get into this freestyle. Here we go. Yo, listen. Yo. How much time can I find? Never enough. Cause I'm heavily stuck in my grind. It's forever the rush in my mind. But if I don't stop and look around, will I spend my lifetime with my eyes blind? I'm meant to be in my prime. 20-something, there was nothing in my way, was my time. But time is what you make it. And if you don't take it, you waste it. You've got your choice and I have mine. We got time to spend, no time to save. Time to borrow, not enough time to repay. There's a time for work, there's a time for play. Some make time to pray 5 times a day. Others say that time's a waste. Only time will tell, but when it does, I guess it's kinda late. So choose now, no time to waste. But there's time for waste, too much waste to hide a space. No time to clean it up, so we hide it away. The landfill just got another inch higher today. There's not time to wait, man, it's time to act. But the fact is no one's really got time for that. We got time for cash. Matter of fact, we take time for cash. There's no way of ever buying it back, and that's a raw deal. And we got time to hate it, complain it's not fair, but no time to change it. Yeah, and I'ma change it and switch up. Spit off the top and off my lip, bruv. They call me Essa. I came from back in the day, and right now it's 2015, rapping away. Shout out to Echo. I'm doing this ish from the get-go. Keep it going and never let go. It's not stopping. Real hip hopping, we're not flopping. Yo, haven't got a stock option or even a pension plan. So I'm just gonna get through this stuff in the best way that I can. I keep it rocking, yeah, keep it doing it. Essa come through, man, I'm representing music with real lyrics and real patterns, spit rapping. Yo, you can call me the ship's captain. Aye, sir. Matter of fact, why just liver? Splash up your lighter. Yo, live freestyle on the radio. Maybe I fade it though, maybe I won't. Big wide, nah, they call me Essa now. Yeah, that's what I do, you can check it now. Essa.hiphop, that's my website, get nice. Matter of fact, I'm always fresh, right? Yo, I'ma have to switch it. Go back to the pen and pad and watch me flip it. Essa, you know what's poppin'. I'm nasty like Nick to old Doc Cotton. What? Rockin' so eloquently, and you can tell when the voice with intelligence speaks. Might spit complex, but I don't lecture and preach with a relevant speech. Like I reckon I'm deep, forget bars, man. Songs I develop a beat. Step hard, stand strong, like elephant feet. These brothers are weak, they wanna look all loco. Screw face hard when they pose for photo. Acting like they're out of their mind, but they're not mad, son. How you gonna be out of your mind if you barely have one? And that's one major difference. Never catch Wise in the same predicament.
Wow.
Essa's that guy putting great in Britain, and when the pen hits the page, I finish him. Done.
Oh, Essa, man, you just smacked it, mate. Wow, that was wicked, bruvs. Nice one, man.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
No
Thanks for
problems,
having
bruv.
me.
We got another tune, man. We got another tune.
Oh, good. Okay. All right.
We still got 5 minutes or so, man.
Wicked.
So I'm gonna end out with, this is one of my personal favorite tunes of yours.
Right.
I gotta say, I don't know why. I think it's that smooth, like old school. I don't know, mate.
That's the classic thing that I
Wicked,
do,
man.
man. That's my thing.
Cool.
And this is a DJ Mr. Thing production too.
Wicked. We're gonna come back after this one, have a little chat, sign out. I wish you could do another freestyle, man. Wicked,
It's a Sunday
man.
night, man. I'm knackered.
To all those that are locked on, man. Wicked, yeah. Hip Hop Back in the Day show. Peace.
Nah, that ain't in the picture, so they can't stop wise. Top guys never move if it's not wise. Yeah. No woman, no cry. I don't wanna see a tear when I look in those eyes. You know that one day wouldn't go by when I don't thank God that you.
Hold tight, Mr. Complexion inside the building.
No.
Catch him coming straight up at 10 p.m. hour, man. Wicked.
Beats and I'm going on low.
Future Beat show, yeah, and trust me, it's heavy, man.
No other rapper couldn't reach, so no, people don't worry. You won't be getting rid of me in no hurry. They're thinking, yeah, it's cool cause he needs his own money, but he better not get an MTV and go funny. No girl, don't fret, I won't jet set round the world just yet. And I've got a bad memory, yes. It was never the best, but respect won't let me ever forget. You thought that I'd forgot, right? No. You're thinking I'm a flop, right? No. Thinking I'll sell out for the spotlight? Nah, not wise. Top guys never move if it's not wise. Thought I'd switch, huh? Start acting like a bitch, huh? Never that. Nah, that ain't in the picture, so they can't stop wise. Top guys never move if it's not wise. Forget me not. Don't forget me now. Forget me not. Wouldn't be fair if you left me out. Forget me not. And whatever you do, I beg you, please don't let me down. Check me out. Forget me not. Don't forget me now. Forget me not. Wouldn't be fair if you left me out. Forget me not. And whatever you do, I beg you, please don't let me down. Check me out. Yeah. Nah, brother, don't stress. Whatever life brings, you won't flunk in those tests. And I ain't trying to say your big brother knows best. I'm just saying you could never end up in no mess. Nah, sister, don't struggle. Time to time, we all slip in those puddles. But I don't think you'll sink and blow bubbles. Cause if anyone ever could sift through those muddles, it's you. No, my friend, don't fight it. I know your road is rough and you don't like it, but I know you're tough so you can ride it. And you ain't on your own, cause bruv, I'll be your sidekick. Nah, wise, don't give up. An easy ride is all life won't bring us. Believe inside, and despite those hiccups, you'll breeze it by. It's alright, bro. You shit I forgot, right? No. You're thinking I'm a flop, right? No. Thinking I'll sell out for the spotlight? Nah, not wise. Top guys.
This one track entitled
Wise.
Forget Me Not. Yungun Mr. Thing. One of my personal favourites, this one, mate. I gotta say, man, you repped hard on this one.
Thank you, man. This is, you know what? This is one of the quickest songs to write out of everything I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah, because Things sent me the beat, and I had it and just put it on, and immediately came up with a song. It was like natural. Just
wow,
you know,
wicked.
Didn't even think about it really.
And I just gotta say that freestyle was sick, mate.
Thank you. Yeah.
I can't wait to listen back to that one.
Yeah, that was fun. I don't get to
Wicked.
freestyle much in the office, so it's good to jump on a radio show on a Sunday night and do what I do.
Do all your lawyer friends know that you?
Yeah, they do. In fact, one of them, I was doing a couple of tunes at her wedding the other day.
Okay.
They wanted me to do a couple of tracks at their
Wicked,
wedding.
man.
Yeah,
That's wicked.
So all my colleagues know all about it, and some of them are musicians, and more prominent musicians than me.
Cool.
Some incredible people there.
Right, so I'm just gonna tell you to give out all your Twitter handles and your Instagram. And
All right. Well, the best place to get me is actually on my website, which is www.essa.hiphop. So Essa is ESSA. Essa.hiphop. That's the best place. Then if you want to hit me on Instagram, it's Essa529, and Twitter is the same, Essa529, or Nick Essa on Facebook.
You know what annoys me about Twitter?
What's that?
All these just normal people, they take all the artist names.
I know.
And then the
Yeah.
artists can't even use their own name.
It's crazy, really.
So you can't even find the artist half the time.
But you know what? My name means that in Portuguese.
Okay.
So maybe I should have chosen a more unusual word. So maybe that's the problem. But yeah, I know it is annoying. It is annoying. You've got like some weird decoded name for people to find you on Twitter or whatever. It's long.
Madness. We still got a couple of minutes, I think.